Vincent back with another video. And on today's video, I'm actually going to show you guys how you can create YouTube thumbnails using 2 free tools. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Basically, you'll find that I talk a lot about affiliate offers, which is other people's products. I also go over ways you can make money online, whether that be a business opportunities or anything that's free work from home jobs, okay? So if any of that resonates with you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Also be sure to hit that notification bell. That way you're notified when I do drop another video. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The 2 tools you're gonna wanna check out are Canva.com and Snappa.com, okay? We're gonna go right into Canva. Now, there is a paid version of Canva. However, I utilize the free version because you can get just as great of a thumbnail than you can, with the paid version. Now, the difference between the paid version and the free version obviously is gonna be that you're gonna probably get a little bit more nicer templates. And you're able to like resize things a little bit better, right? But we're not going to worry about that because if you're on a tight budget, guys, this is like the best place for you to start, all right? So as you can see here, you're going to create a free account. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's very simple though. You'll create a free account once you go to canva.com. If you can see this, there are over 50,000 templates you can use in here, which is awesome, okay? But for purposes of this video, and I have used all their other templates as far as other social media platforms. This is great for Instagram. I use it for my Pinterest. So there's so many different things in here you can utilize. And it's just fun, guys. So if you don't have any kind of design skills, don't worry about that. Don't let that set you back. I'm like the least artistic person ever. So this was really cool because it's simple. The templates are there for you. You can just do some editing to it. You can keep it very simple with this, okay? So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to type in YouTube thumbnail, okay? It's actually, if you just type in YouTube, these are some of the options that come up, but I'm going to go ahead and just click the YouTube thumbnails. And what this is going to do is going to bring up the templates that have already been created for you. So you can go ahead and use those and kind of have fun with it, okay? But today I'm going to try to keep it real simple because although there are nice templates in here, you don't want to complicate things, okay? So, they kind of give you the top templates that they think that, you can use. But what you can do, which is great with some of these, and again, so the difference between the pro and the free version is some of these, they do require you to remove if they have a photo in the back, it is a Canva photo. It's their stock photo. So they're not allowing you to use that photo, but that's fine because you want to brand yourself. So keep that in mind. And something like this is really cool. Something like this template right here. And all you got to do is remove this picture and put your picture in there. So I'm going to try to find something that's really easy today just because of sake of time. Because I want to basically, I'm just going to click on this one right now because what I want to do for you guys is I want to show you, it's going to open into an editor. It's going to open up into an editor and all you're going to do is you can actually remove some things. So some of these, basically you do that and then you say you want to use this template. So it even gives you like the color. It gives you the color codes and all that kind of stuff, right? So you can actually, I love Canva because it allows you to create your own brand. So you're going to want to just use the template, okay? And again, some of these, will require you to maybe actually have to remove certain things because, if you don't, then you're not going to be able to, utilize it. They're going to make you pay. So, this again is the free version. I've done both versions. And that's the only difference is you're not going to be able to use some of the photos that they have on the picture. But again, you want to brand yourself. So bear with me. This is a little bit slow. So basically, it's going to load up that in here, but I don't have to use this template. This is what I'm saying. I don't have to use like the color scheme if I don't want to. All this is editable, guys. So that's the great thing about it is you can remove things that you don't want. But this is kind of cool. I actually like this template. So let's just say that I'm going to do a thumbnail, right? I like this one too. I've used this for one of my thumbnails as well. I'm going to do like a really, really quick one. So for those of you who are not artistic like myself, you can kind of keep with the scheme of things here. You can just keep with this and maybe just remove the photo. So you just click on the photo and kind of delete that. Everything is so like awesome in this tool. So let's say I just want this whole background right here. Okay, we want this whole background to be this color. So everything is really cool. So you can just actually, this is the blue. You can actually click on that right there and you can see that it's blue, right? It actually tells you the actual the color code. So what I'm trying to do is actually bring that whole thing over to this white. So basically I clicked on the whole photo right here, the whole platform, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to click this. So if you saw that, very simple, because I wanted to remove that white background. Or if I just wanted this whole background, so I'm going to show you a couple ways. First, it's very simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it, but what I just did was very simple. If you want to change anything on here, you can actually remove things like this right here. You can delete that off of there if you don't like it. You can add text or change the fonts of everything, right? You can change the font. You can change the size. You know, they already have some text. They have created text that is free in here that you can use. Like I can show you that too, fonts combinations. So some of this is already here. You can actually just click on this and drag that over if you don't like the way that font looks. They're already created for you. Or you can just create your own, you know, by clicking on this. I just kind of wanted to give you a little rundown of how you can do it, okay? So let's say I wanted to stick with this. We're going to do a quick tutorial on this, guys. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on it. I just kind of want to show you. So let's just say I wanted to do a thumbnail on this. So this is going to be basically how I'm going to stick with this font. I'm going to keep it on that. How to create thumbnails, okay, for free. And obviously you got to play with this a little bit. You know, you use your best judgment on this. You know, maybe I want to move that over here a little bit. I'm going to get rid of some stuff that shouldn't be here, okay? But I want this to be creative too, right? I can even take it a step further. Let me just show you guys something. It's just what I usually do when I create these is I just kind of like throw it out on the canvas, right? And I just kind of play with it. I just go ahead and just play with this stuff because it's so fun. You know, just throw it out there like this. How to create thumbnails for free. Or I could have said YouTube. Obviously, this is YouTube thumbnails for free. Okay, so I got this here. How to create YouTube thumbnails for free. And again, you would just play with this font. You know, you don't want it to be too huge. And again, this is not going to be perfect because I'm just kind of showing you guys a little tutorial for it. But again, you would just come here, do this, and I'm going to keep this little guy here, right? I probably would move this over here because I tend to like things on my picture and stuff on the right side. If you'll notice on my channel, I pretty much have everything standardized there. So I'd keep this right here, and then, right, and then I would go ahead, and if I want to upload a picture, guys, and I'm going to show you that too in just a second, but basically I already have one of my photos in here from what I typically use a lot of. So I would just grab something. I would just put this one, and basically you would just find an image. Very simple, guys. You would find an image that you saved perhaps, right? And then you would just go to wherever your pictures are. You would upload whatever picture you have. So this is pretty much my picture that I typically use, right? And I would just drag it around, right? This is not going to be neat, guys. I'm just kind of showing you, again, this is not perfection here because I'm just kind of showing you an idea how to do this. But this is just a little bit of an idea of how creative you can get with this stuff, okay? Because it's free. I mean, it's a free version. Like if I want to make this smaller, okay, if I want to make this smaller, I can do that. Take it down. You know, I could change the font again if I want to, because I kind of don't really like that font. I can be colorful. I can actually do all these different fonts in here. And again, there's free versions in here, and then there's the paid version. So you use your own, you know, you decide what you're able to do, right? But I'm going to go back to that black arrow just for now, and you can change the spacing. This stuff is so cool. The spacing, maybe that looks too, you know, let's just separate it a little bit. You know, you could play with this, make it look neat, guys, you know. The line height, you know, you can play with it like that just to get it to where you want it to look like, you know. This, again, I'm just kind of doing a rundown of this, how it works, but it's super simple. Okay, so you can even take it a step further, guys, which is pretty cool. There's something else that I usually try. Let's see, if you want elements, which I usually add a lot of elements. So what I could do instead of having this all in one block like this, what I typically do is I would take a basic, and again, you can go in any of these, and these are featured, okay? You can hover over some of these items and they tell you if it's free or not. So this is where I was saying where if you get the pro version, you're going to get access to more icons and shapes and things like that, right? But what we're going to do is, because you can see I mostly recently used the square, I'm going to show you something that's really cool. So again, guys, you don't have to be the most, you know, artistic person, creative, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to have all those skills to do this. But let me just show you something. I'm going to take this little square box, and you can change the size of this, make it smaller. This is what's so cool about this. This is typically what I do. I make it small like this, right? And again, you can choose any shape you want to, but typically I use this, and I might even turn it. But let me just show you. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it here, okay? And actually, let's do this. Okay, let's just do this. I'll take this, and I'm gonna, it might not let me copy that same font in here. It's gonna, because I'm copying and pasting, so it's not gonna work like that. Let me undo that real quick. So bear with me, guys, because I was trying to do this a quick way, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to. So what I'm gonna do is just go back to the text, okay? I'm going to, it's Barlow Black, okay? So I'm just gonna insert some text here, okay? And I'm gonna go to Barlow, and you can actually, typically you can do a search up here, but Barlow is already at the top. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna just drag this up here. You can move it around how you like. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna type, okay? This is good because I'm showing you guys exactly the things you can do with it. So this is all caps, how to create, right? How to create, and bear with me because my internet is slow. How to create. So now I have it in there. I can like move it around, right? And I can even actually make it bigger. Okay, you can make it to whatever, you can make this to whatever size, you know, it's going to pop out at your audience, and that's what you want. Okay, you know, something that size. And then of course you can widen the box to fit the text. So you can just play around with this stuff, guys. I'm just doing a quick tutorial for you just so you can see that it's not hard, it's not complicated. You just gotta, it does take time. So this is the difference when you want to invest in your tools for your business or whatever you're trying to do. Keep that in mind, because this does take time. That's why you want to think about buying tools that will make your life easier. But if you are, you know, on a budget, I'm showing you these ways because they do work, okay? So let's just say, you know, I want to make this pop, so I'm going to change the color in the background. Let's just say I want to make it, I want to do, let's see, you want something that complements it, but again, use your best judgment, whatever color you think will make that pop out. And I'm probably going to change this back to white. but something like that. So I might even, you know, instead of keeping it black, it defaults to black. You know, you can change this up, guys, to, you know, a white. So that stands out on that background a little bit more. And to me, that doesn't really stand out, right? It's already bolded. So I might just still go with a black, you know, just use your best judgment as you create these things. Again, you know, with time, you know, you get more proficient at this. So, you know, I could even, so if you see, I have this, and I might even remove that because I feel like it's taking up too much, I'm sorry, taking up too much space on the screen, right? So what I'll do is, first you have to click on the item you want to remove, click the buttons to remove, and then I might even create another box, okay? Let me just do this. This is a quick way to do it. So I would just go click on that and I would say duplicate. So that's going to create me a couple more boxes that I can bring down to put the rest of my text in, if you see what I'm doing, right? And you just, it's pretty much a click and drag thing. You know, again, my computer's running slow. It's kind of glitchy, so bear with me. But you guys get the idea. That's all you're going to do with this, is just kind of like play around with it. You know, again, I'm going to probably type in another heading because I can't copy and paste from that. I'm going to bring this over here, bring this over here. You can actually spin these too to make them kind of sideways. You know, this is the stuff that I do to my channel all the time. There's so many ways to do this. So I would just type in here again, how to create YouTube. This again is all caps. Okay, how to, let's see. Okay. And we'll just type in there, backspace us a little bit. And I would just say YouTube thumbnails, okay? I could do that, and you know, you guys get the gist of this. And then I'm gonna make that big again. So I would do, I don't know, that's a little bit too big, so we'll go down a little bit. Actually, that font is not the same as I picked earlier, but it's the same, you know, all you're going to do is just play around with it and, you know, pick whatever fonts you want. Just something that's going to be tailored to your personality, whatever, you know, that you like is all you're going to do with this. Nothing more, nothing less. So we're going to do this. Let's go down a little bit because I think that's kind of big. It's not the same size as that, but you know, you would just, you're going to have to widen these things out to fit the content in there. You know, you would have to widen this out to fit it, but you just play around with it. You know, usually I have things that fit, you know, but I have to move everything around just so it doesn't take up the whole screen, because you don't want to do that either. So we're going to do this. We're going to take this side over like this, and we're going to, you know, and we're going to move this over here. So you just want to, that's going to move that. So let's see. Okay. You guys get the gist of this, right? So this is what I do. This is exactly what you see on my channel, guys, right here. This is how I've created these kind of template or these kind of thumbnails. Just simply going in there. You can make borders, very simple stuff, okay? You know, I'm gonna, let's see, let's do another, let me finish this out so you guys can get an idea. The idea with this is just to simply make stuff pop so that it looks 3D, you know. But these are free methods. Again, if you guys want to invest, you know, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I might bring this over a little bit. Might, you know, bring it over here, you know, wherever you want, feel comfortable with your stuff being at. And then I'll bring this over a little bit because I want it to be off that. Okay. And then you just bring that over, align it up, you know. I'm going to duplicate. I'll duplicate that so I can drag this down. And then the next part I would probably say is what? I would bring this in because the word is going to be free, right? It's just fun. Guys, just use your imagination and just go with it. There's no complication here. That's why I love, using this. This really gets you out into your creative mind, okay? Gets you to think about how you want to do things and what do you want to relay to your audience. That's why I love using Canva. I'm going to jump over to Snappa in just a minute. I'm not going to show you a full-blown tutorial of that because Canva really is my favorite, but I'm going to give you I just will give you an overview of what that is like as well. It's pretty similar to this. It's very similar to this actually, but I prefer Canva because there's more templates. Okay, so, obviously I'm going to shorten this down because there's a lot of room on here. I'm going to bring that in a little bit, do this and that kind of thing. If I wanted to take it a step further, guys, we're talking about YouTube, right? Elements, you can use your elements. So I can look for a YouTube symbol. You can just go into the search box and just type in YouTube, right? I could do a YouTube thumbs up. And they'll show you again all the free. Some elements are only available in Pro, but again, there are things in here that are for free. You just have to kind of use your best. This one right here is free, right? Let's see. But the ones with a $ are not free, okay? So you'd have to pay for those. But let me see if I can just do YouTube, like something relevant just to YouTube, not per se a thumbs up. Let's see, any symbol relevant, like the symbol of YouTube, and then I can just pop that in over here because you want, again, it to be eye-catching. So if I personally was doing YouTube, if I was doing this, I would personally probably change my background, and because I wanted to kind of like match, you want the brand. Obviously, we're talking about YouTube, so you want the brand to literally be, stick out a little more, something like this. If I was going to do this, I'd have something a little more eye-catching because of that YouTube symbol, right? So I probably wouldn't necessarily I either wouldn't pick this particular element, or I would change my background color to perhaps yellow, So you would use your best discretion. If you just wanted this to be a plain background, there's all these colors you guys can use. Look, so we're going to just do that, right? We're going to pick the whole thing and we're going to change it to yellow. There's different versions of yellow in here. They have the basic or the bright yellow, whatever you feel comfortable doing. See, like something like this would stand out more to me because obviously you got the red. I'd probably put a red border here. So guys, you guys get the idea. Definitely drop me a comment if you don't understand, kind of where I'm coming from. If you really enjoyed this, if this helped you. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more value, give you some free nuggets here, so you don't have to spend a lot of crazy money on things that you can have right here at your fingertips. Very simple. People told me about these things, so I'm kind of telling you about them. So let's say I was good to go with this, guys. Let's say I was good to go. Obviously, this is not what I would choose, but I'm just, this is a high level kind of talking over how to create it. Let's say I was good to go with this particular thumbnail. I would basically go to here and I would just download it. I would download it to my desktop, wherever, and then I've created it, and now it's good to go and go ahead and to upload into my video on YouTube, right? Very simple. Now that's Canva. Now I'm going to show you Snappa really quickly. So I've already signed into Snappa. Again, you can upgrade. They have a paid version, free version. I'm in the free version still. These are right here. Again, they don't show you. I feel like Snappa does not have a good variety of templates to use, but let's just go ahead and click on the thumbnail right here. It says YouTube thumbnail. We're going to click that, and again, it's going to do similar to what Canva did, and that it's going to open up the templates that they have available. Now you can see here all the templates they have. You can see that I use this one for one of my videos that I had done on how to work from home through Apin. So I use that and I just change my wording. Very simple. You just need to be a little bit creative with it. But these are all the templates they have. Guys, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this, but I'll just open one up to show you that the editing tools are similar. You know, you just, if you're not the best creative person ever, just click on something that's pretty basic, right? And you can still remove things and type in things. I just prefer Canva. Again, that's my most recommended one is Canva, because I feel like it's just a little bit easier to like kind of mess around with stuff. So like this photo here, if I were to do this, I would remove that picture, obviously, right? So the way you would do that is you just click, again, everything's clickable. You click on it and then you would delete it because you don't want that in there, right? And then if I wanted to add a back, or let's say a graphic, you know, the difference is you would go to graphics here. And again, it would just come up with different things. You can actually upload your pictures, whatever you have in here that you want to upload. You grab a photo, okay? Again, I'm going to grab this one since that's the first one that kind of pops up. I don't need to let's see, photos. Those are ones I've recently, oh, there it goes. Okay. So, you know, again, move it around. It's got the same functionality as Canva. Again, everything here is editable. You just got to click on it, and you can change the background again. If you don't like the color, right? If you don't like the patterns, the colors are here. In this instance, unlike with Canva, you had that color background where you could actually, let's go back real quick, where you could go in and like go up here, you would click on your canvas, you click up here, and then there's colors in here, you know, the generic colors are always at the bottom. These are the default colors you could choose, right? Well, in Snappa, the difference is you have to go out and find the color scheme, okay? You have to go out and find, well, here's the color picker, my fault. You could actually go here and click on a color, but I don't like this functionality because it's just, to me, it seems easier in the other version. But let's say I wanted to change this background to pink, you know, it's here. Or you can actually, these are the most popular ones, right? These are the most popular. Or you can do a custom color where you have to go in and choose, you know, and you can actually change this. If you pick that one, you could change it. You know, it's got all that functionality in there. What else is different in this one? Patterns. They have patterns you can choose for your background, same as Canva. You know, you could pick one of these backgrounds like this to put in there. These are like radiance colors. You could click this one, you know, that's kind of cool. I like that color. That's a pretty color. If you want to add the graphics, again, there's photos. Let's see, there's photos here. There's icons. These are the icons. You can actually search for things. Let's see if I can pull up YouTube. Let's see if they have any YouTube icons. So these are the YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. Let's see. Oh, that's just thinking. Again, this is free, completely free, guys. So, you know, again, if you can notice the difference between the quality with this versus Canva, I definitely recommend Canva because there's just more functionality in there and it's more colorful to me. But these are the two tools that I highly recommend you to use if you want to create some thumbnails for free without purchasing anything. On my next video, I'm actually going to show you a paid tool that will allow you to create these YouTube thumbnails instead of from scratch. They already have like a set of nice creative thumbnails that are relevant to the content you're going to be doing a video on. So it takes a lot of time out of this. Again, guys, if you're really comfortable and you like this is what I've been doing for several years now, is utilizing, you know, these free tools, and they work for me, okay? The idea behind a thumbnail is you want it to like really stand out and like really be, you know, eye-popping. That way that people come to your content, right? And they see it and then they're going to watch your videos. So keep that in mind as you create your thumbnails. Guys, if you found any value out of this video, go ahead and give me a like on this video. Also, be sure to leave me some comments. If you're already using these tools, let me know how they work for you. Also, if you have any other tools that you'd like to share with my audience or share with me, I love hearing from you guys. Go ahead and drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video.